Guys, welcome to my video. In this division video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about my plexiglass cannon build. I call it a plexiglass cannon mainly because plexiglass is very durable type of glass. Instead of the standard glass cannon build where you can deal a lot of damage, you can actually take quite a bit more damage if you have a plexiglass cannon build. At least that's what I call it. Yeah, first off, it may not look like much, but for whatever reason, there's a DPS glitch that'll change whenever you switch weapons. So I think this is what it actually is, mainly because a lot of my modifications on my armor have quite a bit of firearms, and they actually stack it up to 2880, as well as critical hit chance and damage because of my other armor pieces. But a lot of your DPS increase will come from Reckless. I really suggest using this, especially because of the glitch, because obviously it gains 10% armor, so instead of the 65 you'll get 75, but it's actually supposed to make it to where you will lose 10% of your armor because it'll increase the incoming damage by 10%. But for whatever reason that's glitched, so I really suggest not exploiting it but using it before it's too late. So yeah, my armor pieces are mainly stamina. As you can see, there's at least 4 of my armor pieces actually added to my stamina, but where I used to get quite a bit more is from armor mods. You can also get signature resource gain, that's always important, some skill power, and armor. The only reason why I've tried to focus on armor is because probably the most important 4 armor pieces that have a ton of armor. So I have to use modifications to increase my armor while I can. So while my DPS and health probably could be a little bit higher, I have to use increased armor instead. But that's no biggie. Increased armor is always important. But on my weapons, where I can actually do quite a bit of damage, of course you have to use. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Onto the AUG. SMG you can get is obviously the tactical AUG. The vendor's not selling it anymore, at least in the DZ03, or yeah, it's DZ03. But you probably should have gotten this while you had the chance, because it's just so good. SMGs are so broken, and I honestly would like to know how the game is going to change once they nerf them, because Massive has said that they're going to be nerfing these. So it'll be nice to see what kind of guns people are going to be using, and I as well. But onto the scopes, you mainly want to get headshot damage or accuracy, although accuracy kind of is a false damage modifier. I guess how the game takes it into consideration is that if it's a very accurate gun, you're obviously going to be able to hit more shots, which means that you're going to be able to do more damage. Also, headshot damage is increased quite well. Extended magazine, this is where you'll be getting at least half, if not more, of your DPS is increased magazine size and rate of fire. You can also get critical hit chance or weapon damage. I should probably start rolling more weapon damage instead. And obviously, increased magazine size, because you don't want to run out of ammo, especially with an SMG. Onto my underbarrels, I have a small grip with 20% accuracy and hipfire accuracy. Hipfire accuracy is important, especially on the underbarrel, because when you start fighting in PvP, and I guess PvE as well, but I don't think that it's as important. You mainly want to get hipfire accuracy because you're going to be firing from the hip quite a bit in PvP, because you don't want to aim down sights as much, or unless if you can help it, obviously, because you can't move all that well, and if you can't move when you're fighting another player with the same loadout as you, you're probably going to get roasted. Or you're going to lose a lot of health and they're going to lose a lot of health, in which case you're both probably going to lose more than you're going to be gaining, and that's not, really good, because the main point of fighting another player is to get that advantage. Now on my muzzle, I suggest critical hit damage, mainly, for obvious reasons, so you can, do more damage when you get a critical hit. And I'm not exactly sure what increased threat does. I'm probably going to have to look that up. It just doesn't make much sense to me. I'm not exactly sure why that's a thing, or what reduced threat really is, but It's beyond me. Now on my ACR, the ACR is actually a little bit better than my black market AK. It's just for whatever reason when I use this, my DPS on my SMG goes up more. Again, not exactly sure why it does that, but oh well, I'm taking advantage of it. I use the small RDS scope with critical hit chance and headshot damage. That increases its DPS quite a bit. For the magazine, I use 93.5 magazine size and 29.2% rate of fire. This makes it shoot faster, increases the rounds per minute, so you're dealing more damage because you're getting more bullets out of the magazine much quicker. Onto the underbarrel, I have a hand stop FDE. Not exactly sure what the FDE stands for. I'm not a military guy. I'm in college, what does it matter? But 22% accuracy and obviously hip fire accuracy. And for the muzzle, I have the stability and accuracy. Stability is definitely important, especially on assault rifles, because assault rifles tend to have a lot more kick. And that makes sense. Now, last but not least, the talents and abilities. I think I might have just gone gay there for a little bit, but you know what I'm saying, like a little bit of that dick every now and then. Anyways, we have the tactical scanner, obviously, and we have the generic first aid, because obviously you need to heal yourself if you're losing health. I recommend using the booster shot, and that's essentially all you need. Am I forgetting anything? Oh yeah, the overpowered survivor link skill, because nobody runs that. Why do people need to keep running this? And talents. Talents, I mainly run critical save, combat medic, one is none, and on the move. One is none is good because you can increase your mag size by 50% essentially. The only problem I have with this though is it is glitched, as almost everything in this game is, but it's whatever. To the point to where you can't reload at a certain point, because the game will think that you have one bullet in the magazine, and in fact it'll say that you have at least 1 or 2 shots left, but you can't reload and you can't shoot, so you have to switch guns, and that takes too long, especially if you're fighting another player. If you're fighting another player or players, you know, because some people like to travel in packs, you can get roasted really easily if you don't have any more ammo in your magazine and you have to switch weapons to perhaps a gun that's not as suited for PvP. Mainly the ACR. The ACR is wonderful in PvE, and it's okay at PvP, but I don't really use it all that much, mainly because why would I use that if I have an AUG that smelts? So if you don't want to use the one is none, you could use either the triage if you're running with a group, because it'll reduce your skill cooldown by 15% if you heal other players or yourself. Or not at yourself. I think it does work if you heal yourself. And your teammates, of course. Or use adrenaline. Adrenaline works too, but that just if you're not at full health, you're getting overheal, so you get more health back when you use med kit. And critical save to increase damage resistance by 40%. And use a med kit near allies to heal group members and proxies within 20 meters by 40%. Combat medic, really good. Strongly suggest using this. I also suggest using combat medic because it not only does it heal group members with near you by 40%, but it also heals you by 40%, and that's 40% of your health, not just some amount that, like, say, the med kit normally would heal you. So you actually get more health using this. And on the move, kill a hostile while moving to reduce incoming damage by 30%. So that stacked with critical save, you're gonna have a lot more damage resistance than you normally would, and that's always important. That's definitely important, especially if you're fighting other players. Now that's about it. So I just want to say thank you guys for watching this video. If you like what you see, please subscribe. If you have any ideas for future videos or weapon reviews, build reviews, stuff like that, please leave a comment down below. Certainly appreciate it. I will definitely be coming out with some some PvP action with this build. Hope you guys will enjoy that. It'll probably come out either today or tomorrow.